Hey everyone, I wanted to talk to you about the Dollar Tree yarns for a few minutes. When I first saw them, well, I mean, let's face it, they're really cute, right? They're smaller than your average skein of worsted weight yarns. This one has 111 yards to it. It's a cute little yarn, kind of a light yellow with a blue. I showed this in one of my other videos that I did on my Scorched Earth challenge about how I went to the Dollar Tree after hearing that people were finding yarn in their Dollar Trees. So I went to ours and I found some, and I picked up a couple skeins of these. These were the only ones they had. And I didn't buy any of the other yarns because, for one thing, I have a lot of yarn already, right? And because the skeins were a little bit smaller, I just didn't know if it was a really good deal. I didn't have any ideas for projects that I wanted or needed yarn for. So I did like the chenille yarn. I think that's really soft and pretty, but I didn't really have any ideas offhand for projects that I wanted to do that I needed the yarn for. I think that's the story for maybe a lot of yarn aficionados out there, But the last time I went to the Dollar Tree, I ended up picking up some yarn. Yes, I did. And the little skeins of the worsted weight yarn, they have 131 yards. And you might compare it, I found the yarn of Vanna's Choice yarn that I bought a long time ago. And I was looking at how many skeins, or how many yards it has. And it has 170 yards. So really not that much more, than the Dollar Tree skeins. And this definitely cost more than $1. And it's been a while since I priced Vanna's Choice yarns, but it's probably more than $2. So I could buy 2 skeins of the Dollar Tree yarn and have more than the Vanna's Choice yarn, but pay less. So anyway, I am noticing the worsted weight yarn is a little bit, I'll just show you here, a little bit thinner. So here's Vanna's Choice, oops, let me grab it here. Vanna's Choice yarn, if I can get that in focus for you. Focus, it likes the green better. Oh, there's the brown. And then the green, if you can see next to the brown yarn. Focus! Having technical difficulty, folks. Okay. So, you should be able to see here that the brown yarn is thicker than the green yarn. The green yarn is the Dollar Tree yarn, and the brown yarn is Vanna's Choice. So, the worsted weight varies between these two. So it's I would almost say that it's the thickness of Simply Soft. I think it's actually a little better than Simply Soft. Let's see here. Here's Simply Soft compared to the Dollar Tree. So that's something to pay attention to when you're buying it, is that the thickness of the yarn is actually a little bit different. So even though they call it 4-weight, it's like with the Simply Soft, you can see they're very similar in size. The Simply Soft may yet be a little bit thinner. But, to me that makes a difference when I'm trying to make something and they say it's a worsted weight, but it's actually, how can they have such variances in the worsted weight yarns? It's frustrating to me. Anyway, we're going to work past that. It's still a good deal. For $1, 131 yards. So anyway, I was standing there looking at all the colors that they had there, the different skeins, and an idea came to me. And I wanted to put this out there for anybody else to join me in this. And I wanted to challenge myself. I was going to get 10 skeins and limit myself, and I haven't decided yet because my time is rather limited right now. But I was going to give myself 2 weeks, but I think I might give myself a month because that's just how my life is right now. And I'm going to challenge myself 10 skeins, that's $10, and whatever colors you want, just make and whatever patterns you want. So I need to find a pattern. It could be one you create, it could be one you buy, it could be a free pattern, even freeform stuff, whatever you want to do. It could be even one item like a blanket made from them, or several items like hats. Maybe you want to make a lot of hats to donate, or for gifts or whatever. So anyway, I thought I'd challenge myself. 10 skeins of yarn, make something within a month. And so what's today? March. We'll start with April 1. April Fools? No. So from April 1 till April 30, challenge yourself. If you want to join in, I'd love to have other crafters join in. But that's what I'm going to be doing it. From April 1 to April 30, 10 skeins from the Dollar Tree store, and whatever pattern, whatever projects you want to do, but it's 10 skeins, whatever colors, and whichever yarns, because there are different yarns there too, with the chenille, with this kind, and then I haven't seen any more of this kind, but this would be another option. So whatever skeins you have there, you find, $10, whatever colors, whatever patterns, however many items, within April 1 to April 30. Love to have people join me, and I'll try to find a way for you guys to share. If you want to share in a YouTube video, I'd be glad to have you post the link below, and below on a certain video. We'll have a, here we go. I'll have a video made up at the end where everybody can then, if they made a YouTube video, they can post their link to their video, or if you want to share a picture of what you made, or just tell us about what you made. I know you can't share pictures on YouTube. I do have a Facebook page for my farm, but I need to check and see if it's set up for people to be able to share pictures, because it's a page and not a group. I'm not sure what's allowed because they work differently at times. So I'll maybe start a group for my yarn page, and that way we can share pictures of what we made. I may do that. So I'll keep you posted on how you can share, but I'd love to be able to see what you made if you join this challenge. So that's the parameters. 10 skeins from the Dollar Tree. That's $10. That's before tax, because I have to pay sales tax at my Dollar Tree. So 10 skeins, which is $10. Dollar Tree yarn, whatever colors, whatever pattern, however many items you want to make. I think that'll be a fun challenge, and I'll show you the yarns and the colors that I chose. And I don't have a pattern yet. I was thinking a blanket of some sort, but we'll see. But these are the colors that I chose. For some reason, I'm just really into this mustard gold. I have two colors of blue, a gray, and a green. I'm just really kind of digging these colors right now. So 10 skeins of this type of yarn. So that's 131 yards per skein, so that's 1,310 yards. That'll make a nice little blanket, baby blanket, or maybe a lap gown, or it could make a sweater or a top, several hats. So get creative, find some really cute patterns to use, and that's what I'm gonna go do now, is try to find a pattern to use for my 10 skein challenge. So I look forward to hearing from you guys, and if you know of anybody else that wants to join the challenge, tell them about it, and we'll just kind of get together and have fun sharing. So we'll see you beginning of April. Maybe I can, I don't know. Should we wait to show the projects we're working on until April 30? Kind of keep it a secret until the big reveal? Maybe. I think that'd be fun. But April 1, I'll, or sometime, I don't know. I'll work that all out. But for now, the challenge is issued from April 1 to April 30. 10 skeins from the Dollar Tree, any color, any pattern, one thing, many things. That's the parameters. So I know I already said that. Repeating is good for the brain, right? As much for me as for you. Okay. We'll see you next time. Bye.